Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag. United States Republic. Nation. God. Okay, thank you all for being here tonight. Are there any says? Okay, we'll skip down to Ryan's report.
Park Board members, Ryan Ackerman, on behalf of the Service River Joint Board. Give you an update on what's happening with phases MI6 and 7 of the flood protection project here. We'll start with our drone flight. We're going to start on the west end of the park, kind of fly back through here. So give YouTube a minute to boot up. Or perhaps, well, looks like maybe we got it. Okay, so again, west end of the project, we're kind of flying toward the east here. If this is going to spool up like this, I'll probably just skip through and tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and could you just go to the next? I got it here. Okay, take home messages are this: MI7, which is the contract within Roosevelt Park and within the zoo. That contractor is currently on winter suspension. Okay, so basically they're doing no work. Phase MI6, which is basically from the west side of the pool into downtown, that contractor is still working, and they're working on what I would describe as vertical construction elements. So gate wells, and the big one close tabs on is the pump. Okay, so currently is setting shoring to be able to pour the concrete lid that goes on top of the pump station. It serves as the floor. But prior to pouring that floor, they will be installing some process piping fittings and things like that down within the wet well of that, so that they don't have to handle those big fittings through the access hatches that are in the floor. So the contractor is going to take a little bit more time to basically get that lid put on top of the concrete box that's sitting in the ground. That's pretty critical because lid poured on top of that concrete box, then they can start the backfill operation. Based on most recent schedule update that I got today, they're probably looking at April to start that backfill when the frost comes out, so not the frost, but they've got some other work they're going to try to do ahead of that as well. The reason why that's important is because we need to get that area backfilled, and we need to get the roads and such put back together so that we're in a good position to be able to open the pool up for guys' use sometime late May, early June. That's still on the plan, and is still the anticipated schedule. The only variability might be weather related. So if we end up getting a very cold snap or a blizzard in April, God forbid, that would certainly set things back. So just one of those things that we're going to keep on tracking as we go along here. And if, in addition to that, I guess Central Avenue is open to the residents that live along there. This has been a concern that's surfaced from some members of the public. Central Avenue currently has a milled asphalt temporary surface at it, so that it can be bladed effectively by city forces throughout the winter. And so that those homes along Central Avenue have continued access. So they've been kind of working to make sure the contract's been working to make sure that access is maintained throughout the season. Again, with phase MI7 within the majority of the park and the zoo, largely ahead of schedule. So flood wall construction is essentially complete with the heavy civil part of it, the heavy concrete part of it. We're going to see backfill, staining, and finishes basically in the spring. So that's really going to start to come to life, pop a little bit. And we'll start to kind of get the park and things put back together. One of the things that we did recently do was we had the giraffe feeding platform and one of the restrooms that we're replacing on the east end of the zoo. We had those out for bid. We received 2 bids. The low bid was about 6% over the estimate, which we feel good about that low bid number. So the joint board is going to be awarding that contract to Rolac. Rolac Contracting, probably at its next meeting, not probably, at its next meeting, the first Thursday in February. So we'll be under contract with Rolac on that, and they'll be looking to start probably sometime in the spring with that work as well. But before Rolac gets rolling, Wagner's going to have to largely get out of the way with some of the flood wall finishing and finish grading and seeding and some of that kind of stuff. So we're again kind of orchestrating a bit of a ballet here with all the different contractors, but thus far we're optimistic. Real nice starting. With that, apologize for the snafu with YouTube, but if it goes some time, I'd take any questions if there are any.
From outside.
Correct. Extends off of the southeast African.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to the approval of the minutes from our December 16th board meeting.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, moved in second. Is there any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and approval of the bills in the amount of, thanks, Perry. Approval of the bills in the amount of $624,048 of $624,048.15. 15 cents.
Did he approve it? Or did he? I'll make a motion if it hasn't been made.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. To approve the bills. Is there any further discussion? To approve the bills. Is there any further discussion?
Hubda.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Olson.
That's it.
Yeah. Kirk.
Yes. Okay, and moving on to approval of the salaries in the amount of $1,673.81.
Make a motion to approve the salaries. To approve the salaries as presented.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any?
As presented.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? Okay, call the roll.
Hubda. Hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, call the roll.
Hubda. Hammer.
Yes.
Olson. 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 Yeah.
Yes.
Olson. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Department reports. Derek.
All right, Park Board President Commissioners. All right, Park Board President Commissioners submitted a report. One project, the Corbett rental properties we had. The demo process is starting this week. We're doing some interior testing materials. After that, probably within 2 to 3 weeks, buildings will be removed and then leveled out and ready for what we plan to do next. A little bit up in the air yet, but it'll be ready for us. Service Valley Golf Course re-roof. The pre-bid meeting is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Then we'll get the bids open on that February 10th. Open positions, athletic fields supervisor, program events coordinator, maintenance tech, forestry tech. They've all been advertised. We are working on interviews for all those positions. So hopefully maybe by the next board meeting, we'll have people hired in those positions. Cameron Courts Programs and Operations Manager. That will close on February 13th. We'll hopefully be able to set up interviews after that, get that position filled. Community Relations position was, interviews were done. We're going to hold on that one, possibly re-advertise later. Look at some possible interns to fill that gap right now. But again, look to re-advertise at a later date. Then Cameron Courts, working staff right now, had about 3 or 4 applications, so be setting up interviews with those applicants as soon as possible and see if we can get some more help and look at some different hours and things like that at Cameron Courts. Other than that, I'll answer any questions at this time to my submitted report.
Metal roof at the golf course?
Pardon me?
Metal roof at the golf course?
Yes. Yep.
You have to take off the.
Yep. Park Board President Commissioners, yeah, they'll remove the wood sheets and then come in with a metal style roof.
Hopefully it'll be not real noisy.
Yeah, I know the underlayment, the insulation or sound barrier. So it
Good work.
well, hopefully the golf balls stay on the course, not on our roof. So we weather. Yeah, but no, we hopefully will get good bids back on that. That completed.
Good for 50 years.
I think that's about the guarantee on it.
That's it, because probably just finished up by.
We might, yeah, you might let us know by now.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Marketing, Ashley.
Hello. I only have one ad, and Jared kind of touched on it. I did not fill that community relations position, but we did open up a zoo marketing internship today. Working with Minot State, they are also putting that out on their socials and things like that. We're hoping to close it in about 3 weeks to fill some of that position stuff there. I can answer any questions.
Thank you. Golf course, Steve.
As of right now, the dedication for the relinks will be September 19th. I don't have a confirmation from Senator Hoeven, but I think he's going to come back for it. All the Zupet's family is going to be in town for it, so pretty excited about that. The earliest we've ever, Cammy. And so February goes fast, so it's right around the corner. So looking forward to another year. That's all I have.
Any questions? Thank you. And greens, Cami.
Steve is definitely banking on a March 15th opening. I've heard it multiple times. I don't have anything to add to my submitted report. We're just working on winter maintenance in the shop and use a little more snow cover on the grounds. Other than that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you. And Logan is gone, so we'll move to Mesa, Bob.
I have nothing really to add. Barb just got me her testing today, which is probably the earliest you've ever received it, so I appreciate that. It's like it's more time to plan. I'm looking for 300 skaters in town, which would be great. So now it's just coordinating the hockey and the skaters and crossing hallways and all that going on. So at least I have 2 weeks to get that figured out. But that's good to have. So we'll start working on that with her. And then the shared position between Shannon and I, we kind of knew he was going to be looking at going to the electrician. His last day with us Tuesday, so we're going to have one full-time position that we're going to have to advertise for, but I think we'll be fine. Might be a little tight on the weekends for the next month and a half, but during the week I think we should be okay with what we have. So get through, and we wish Sam the best of luck. He kind of told us he was going to, well, we were hoping to get through June, but he had an electrician job open up in February, and we wish him the best. We knew ahead of time, so for a long time, but anyway, get through what we can get through with what we have, and other than that, we'll answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Maintenance, Eric.
Hello. Just a couple things to highlight. Nothing really to add. Door rinks are open and running smooth. We keep daily upkeep on those. Try to put water down when weather allows, or freezing conditions and stuff. I guess it sounds like there's been a lot of snow removal. Obviously, a little bit of snow here and there. Drifting we had over the weekend, so we're on that stuff as needed. Big thing that we had here just recently, the north bathrooms in the Pepsi rink at the Mesa. We found some holes in some of the pipes, so we're going to have to get them repaired. So we did have a couple contractors come in, and they're working on getting some quotes. So just waiting on quotes to come back and see what we're going to do, how we move forward with that. So here in a little bit, a little more information for you. Other than that,